So in this series, I'm going to talk about AI transformation. And by that, I mean behavior change. Everyone calls it AI transformation, but as a behavioral scientist, we know that it's behavior change. And this is the biggest behavior change that personally I have ever gone through. We are changing our workflows. We are changing everything about how we work. And I'd like to weigh in. So this series will drop some nuggets on behavior change. The first is I'll start with a study, which is basically a study on how to help diabetics manage their glucose. And researchers decided to pay people to manage it. In one condition, they give them $100 for a point drop, in another $200. And walk in some behavioral scientists who said, no, let's not pay people. Let's have peer mentors who talk to you once a week. And by all regards, this is actually just a worse condition, right? You have to talk to a stranger once a week about your health condition, which is likely private. Now, to the researchers' credit, they did something clever, which is they paired people who were similar. And so people talk to people like them. But it really shouldn't work. Of course, I wouldn't be telling you this unless it did. So the money condition did work as well. If you pay people many times, it does work to do something. But the condition that worked the most was the peer mentors, which you meet with somebody once a week and it works more than paying them $200 to do a thing. In this case, manage their glucose. And so we're going to talk about why. So why does this work? Well, I'm going to call this social desirability effect, which is that I care what you think. I care what you think. And in society, we basically have two ways to get stuff done. One is a go at it alone. And this is like exercise. This idea that I'm going to have a goal tomorrow to get up early and work out. And my husband doesn't know, my friends don't know, my coworkers don't know, you don't know. I'm going at it alone. Nutrition. I want to eat better. Nobody knows. Focus more. Nobody knows. Habit change is typically go at it alone. There's then this other world, which is called work. And we never go at it alone. We just always involve people. There's no world by which, I would hire somebody and not talk to them. I talk to them immediately. We have one-on-ones, we have launches, we have deadlines, we have meetings, we have KPIs, performance reviews. Oh my gosh, I am in their world, right? And so we have two ways to get stuff done. And in one case, you're solo. And in another case, everyone's around you. This is the nugget for AI transformation, for AI behavior change, is that unfortunately, AI behavior change is in the go at it alone world, by which normally, I don't know your folder structure. I don't know your to-do list. I don't know your shortcuts. And so when it's the how we work is actually pretty private. And that's really, 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 really hard to get stuff done if you're in the private world. As soon as you move it over into the public world, it's actually impossible not to get stuff done. It's it would be weird if I showed up to it'd be actually crazy if I showed up to a meeting and I just didn't have the presentation that I told you I would do ready. So it's really hard not to do stuff in the work world. And it's really easy not to do stuff in the personal world. And so our, the AI transformation nugget is we have to pull stuff from the personal world into the work world, the personal, structure into the work world. I'll give you an example. So at Irrational Labs, we throw these transformation engagements and we do things like demo days. Demo days is basically not that novel in the developer world. In the developer world, developers have demos very frequently where they show other people what they've done. And so in these kind of AI transformation engagements, we have demo days and we plan for the demo days and we have a spreadsheet to manage the demo days and you have a mentor to help you with the idea that you're going to present in the demo days. So we're making the invisible visible here. And that is the key nugget. We're making the invisible visible. Okay. I'll give you another nugget here. So basically Coursera, which is the MOOC online learning course, back in the day had a brilliant idea. They're look, we have these courses and they start twice a month. What if we had it so that people could start whenever they wanted? And it was a brilliant idea because at that time, you basically have somebody start and they come to your site on a Tuesday and they can't start till a Friday. That's kind of churn, right? They're just going to leave you. And so Coursera's let's make it so they could start whenever they wanted. And so what do you think happened? Enrollment went up, down, stayed the same. Obviously, enrollment went up, right? Obviously, more people joined because they could join whenever they wanted. The punchline here is not necessarily that enrollment didn't go up. It's that completions plummeted. So people just did not follow through. They could start whenever they wanted, but they didn't actually complete. And again, the question is, why is this? And so in a kind of in this online learning world, it looks a lot like this, which is you can start whenever you want, you can study whenever you want, you're on your own, right? That is very, very different from the university class. In the university class, you have lectures on specific days, you have tests on specific days, you have a teacher that knows your name potentially, like you have peers that you're going to sit by, they know that you're not there. Like the university world is much closer to the work world, and it's very easy to get stuff done. And Coursera pulled themselves from the work world into the habit change world, and that's so much harder to get stuff done. And so part of the secret recipe to this AI transformation is about creating that structure that work is so good at. Some of that are the meetings, the kind of the launches, the demo days, and some of that is the structure of just how stuff gets done. So if everybody is going to adopt a new tool, do you just let everyone do it all at once on their own? Or do you say on Tuesday, we're all going to adopt this new tool, right? So some level of coordination, some level of like babysitting, kind of a joke in university is that university is just babysitting. There's no offense to anyone, but that it's very, very good babysitting in the service of learning. Okay. So the punchline here is that the main framework of how stuff gets done is social desirability, and the fact that like I care what you think drives a lot of my behavior. And in AI transformation, we have to move from a world that is private to a world that is public. And this is going to be really what separates companies who can do AI transformation from those who can't, is that the ones who can are treating the behavior change as if it's in the formal world versus the informal world, the visible world versus the invisible world. Okay. I hope you go and transform.